overriding the KTM a little bit. It's not quite there, so I'm hoping he just pulls it back.
Absolutely. Quick word about Mark, third row, all over the place a bit yesterday. What can he do today? He was second in warm-up, which is always on the
He's the dark horse, which we got. Can he be the dark horse? It's Mark Marquez, but he's coming from the third row of the grid. He's had zero pace all week. You know, his race pace was really strong then, so aggressive and big.
Indonesia, and this summer, Hodgson, predict the future, my psychic.
We commentated on a Grand Prix where every time was being used. It's 2 years ago. You've got it wrong. It's just that has to be.
Three on the rear soft tyre, the Yamahas of Fianini, Binder and Acosta on the KTMs. There's Paul Trevor here on Lombard, and everyone on Tento. There's 27 laps of from pole position, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Lukavicki goes wide, puts himself up again. Bezzecchi is behind Marquez.
Just not aggressive into turn one. I think he's just got up the inside of 6.
Bezzecchi. But it's his corner, and Bezzecchi just runs with Indonesia.
What a bad move that was. There was no. I've never seen anyone even
see Pat maybe panicking the fact he was back in. I just didn't realise how much quicker than Marquez he's going to be.
That is where he's made all the. It was trying to turn under Mark Marquez.
Here we go again. And look, it's just why the brilliant Bez himself is going to go down so heavy.
What you've said. Bezzecchi's ended up. He's done that horrible target fixation.
Straight to him.
I think Marquez is injured.
I think he is.
Mark's had operations on his.
Marquez on track. Wow, Fernandez 5. But none of them have won a race winner inside the top 10. But at this rate, Mark Marquez is not going to finish at this time by himself.
You're right.
Pekka Bagnaia is at the back, by the way. I'm just pointing that out. He's just got through on him. He's stable to battle today. He was pushed wide by Mark Martin. Mark can't even raise his hands again all the time. He's popping back in. Just
look at this. Exactly. And sitting Mark up. It was that forward.
And that's where they've been so strong, haven't they?
His mind right now after everything.
And he looks injured.
He's made a test well.
He's surviving this weekend.
That was really bad in Australia.
That now leading in the race as we head on to lap 4 end of the race. Alex Rins runs a little bit wide at turn 1. Quartararo now behind him.
Just to sort of see in 2022 in that wet race, slightly different. If it works for you, it works for you. And that's before we start talking about how hot it is.
Alex Rins, how hard it is.
Jesus, not Luca Marini. A metre per wasn't good.
Place now, and it's Murcia one coming out of this weekend. I'm sorry to say,
he's not a brain out sort of rider. He's
giving up on
exactly. Yeah, so it's
they faces Raul Fernandez, and actually with that medium rear tyring, we know quickly. I think it was just
what's that Mark's got a bigger one. Yeah, absolutely. You see, that can be fixed really
in here this weekend.
Yeah,
with an ongoing point Sakari from the qualifying crash. No Jorge Martin, no Ayagura. Martin was his hand injury from a ferry at the top. Ducati, the only Ducati in the top.
Pedro Acosta, proper rivals. What's Pedro now? 21. It's together all through their careers
over this year. It got a bit frosty. Here comes you up the pace. You need to almost give yourself room
too early because it's
move behind for Raul Fernandez, who Aldeguer got to the dirty part. He was guessing that Honda
stops well,
and that's
exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to be commentating on Raul Fernandez
time with the people down at Trackhouse, the good people. On Raul Fernandez over the last few weeks has the sole rider. Raul Fernandez is all fit. Just one crash. He's early and he's got it wrong.
So Mark's up.
I think dislocation maybe.
Do you know what? I know this. I don't. Actually,
that crash again. I was just had my eye in the corner. Key has taken over at the top. Rookies winning Grand Prix in their Rufantino Rossi. That's the kind of rider racing, and this is the move, Neil.
Yeah, Pedro's already now waiting for the cutback. Just squeeze the brake off here. Just going to push Aldeguer way through. Come through.
Aldeguer with the soft approaches were an issue yesterday for Luke.
Just brute force and passion. He pulled about 5 islands. As I should say, we gripped throughout the race
to the back of the field once more.
And 2.5 seconds off weekend, pole position, 2 wins.
Andrea Tardozzi can't wait to turn that. That they won the team championship yesterday. Marquez, second Rossini rider, 17. crash.
Whatever it is, it doesn't feel right. I mean, it just looked strange. And that reaction for these tyres.
Phillip Island, there will be a asymmetric just for an update. Both riders with 0 points out of like in Austria, for example, was gutted, but he's for a young kid, 20 years of age, whose perseverance this weekend. Alex Marquez has got through, feel it. Luca Marini's getting a feel for this.
Out at the front, he's got such a way better pace. If Pedro's going to try and just ride him off,
he's surely not going to stay ahead here. Aldegan keeping him in this one. This is fine.
It's roadblock stuff now. He's
Pedro. Wow. A lot of loss on that. Aldegan's to lose from this stage. As we've heard, between Acosta and Nick, Marini needs to work it out and block off as much as he can. We could be in a situation with their respective teams underneath Acosta.
Yeah, that Honda's turning better. It's
Time through turn 12 for Luca Marini. Think about Fernandez, we know.
he is these battles, but normally rather than it being a battle
In the podium fight. Ace. It's a remarkable. Back in the UK's.
If he's looking at his pit board, he'll be thinking, my tyres out?
Got through the change of direction where we know that KTM can feel heavy.
Just closing in.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
everyone is. It's in the whole group. There we go again. Turn 12. He pulls tight. Oh, nice opportunity. Rinses his clutches and has all the work to do again.
He does not. A big putt. He's got nothing to fight with.
Extremes to hang on the outside. Marini on the brake. Surely now for the Honda.
He's struggling at the moment. And will. And stubbornness. I'm not having it. Bill's not bunching up.
Because it's one group back in the
Moto 3. If you haven't watched that best.
Alex Rins having a look at.
Did he not retire a while ago?
No. He's big.
He's not got on the Yamaha, to be honest. He's been
away from the podium positions now.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's trying to work on their exits.
A gunfight with a wooden stick at the moment. Dave Astingham's retired from the race. About half race distance now, aren't we? 13 and a half laps. Aldegan leads by 5 seconds. Even Brighton picture. I think there's a lot you can pick from that. I don't think Bears will be getting too many good one. Mark is injured.
Now
Look at the KTM. In the brake,
Kevin
across the side. He's going to go wide. Marine up in there, and Alex Rins comes now up into the Mark is in there. Alex, a little bit too feisty.
Waiting, and I'm thinking, I think I've got half a chance because we've gone to the dirty part of the track. And
earlier with Fernandez there, for example, that racing off it. It's like marbles. You go all there and just get on to the
how someone didn't go down there.
Yeah, I feel for the Meridian.
I'm like, what? I know obviously, but isn't it funny how...
I'll remind you about Alex Rins. Sikoseki is joining Mark Marquez in the
this year is Jack Miller's smelling a podium and looking ever so lively.
It's not easy for the Ducatis at all in 11th and 12th for 14th. His best return, Luca Marini was unable. If he doesn't, Alex...
On drive does is it allows you to pick the pocket. That's obviously clearly is in
here. He also had a little tussle early on, and he has a 7-second lead in the race. Pedro Acosta's been scrapped, and while Acosta and Rins now,
it feels like a
late apex again from Rins. Rins second, Acosta third. Alex.
So he's levelled him in the braking zone. He doesn't have to. He did go wide, but not wide enough.
Pedro Acosta, the way he's held. QR code on right your screen. That's 7.5 to go. Tighter, getting the drive out the corner. Surely no way through this weekend. Costa's been strong there all weekend.
It's the apex by about a metre. We're near the braking zone.
Here we go.
Take two.
Section. Pretty much. Here we go, on board with Alex Marquez. Now you wind up the wheel with us on the opening lap. That was happening through there.